this class, let us complete the first program in a machine learning lab. The first program is based on the Finders algorithm. So where we are going to study the Finders algorithm in theory also, and the same thing is got implemented in a practically by using a Python, writing the Python code and running it, and we try to implement on the data set this particular algorithm. So now let us look at how the Finders algorithm is going to work. See, the main thing is the Finders algorithm is required to generate a hypothesis. The hypothesis must address all the positive examples which is available in the data set. So that's the main intention of having the Finders algorithm. So Finders algorithm is trying to find out maximally specific hypothesis from the most specific hypothesis, comparing with the data set and considering only the positive examples of the data set, and it can address only the positive example or positive instances of the data set. So that is the main reason why we are going to have the Finders algorithm. The Finders algorithm is going to generate a starts from the most specific hypothesis and generate a maximally specific hypothesis, and it can address only the positive examples. So when it is addressing the positive example, let us consider the algorithm steps, and based on this the algorithms is going to be implemented. The first thing is initialize H, that is hypothesis, to the most specific hypothesis. That is, H must be initialized to the most specific hypothesis that is indicated by the phi value. The number of phi which is presented in a set will be equal to the number of attributes which are present in the data set table. That is what the phi will be present and separated by comma, and the number of attributes must match with the number of phi. That is, number of phi must be matching with the number of attributes. That is what here initialize H to the most specific hypothesis. After that, next thing is there should be a comparison is going to be made between the most specific hypothesis with the data set which is present, and where we are going to generate a hypothesis based on the training examples. Now let us consider, for that, consider only the positive training example of a data set. Now for instance, that is instance or a training example. So instance X, consider positive training example. Next step is we need to compare the attribute constraints, whether this particular attribute phi is matching with the data set attribute. If nowhere it is going to match, the phi is not be matching with the first training example. So when it is not matching with the first training example, replace the phi, the most specific, with the maximally specific hypothesis, that is generating the first training example data itself as a first hypothesis. That is what here is made. If AI, that is attribute, is satisfied by the X, then do nothing else. If not, replace AI by the most general constraints in a hypothesis, so that we can satisfy the positive training example. So that's the second step which we are going to perform. The second step is must be repeatedly performing the operation until we are going to traverse the complete positive examples of a training data set. So that is what these steps are going to be repeated until we get the maximally specific hypothesis. From the most specific hypothesis, we need to generate maximally specific hypothesis, where that hypothesis is going to address all positive training example, and then this hypothesis will be the where it is going to be applicable for all the positive training example which is present in a data set. Now let us look at with the example how the finders algorithm is going to work. So is indicating where it requires for class, where it defines an object and based on the attributes it classifies whether the particular object is belongs to the class or not belongs to that particular class. So based on the concept learning, a data set is generated where this data set is a concept here is a person named Aldo wants to play a water sport. When he wants to play a water sport, there is a attributes where it indicates whether he is going to play a game or not. So in this data set, it's indicating a sky, temperature, humidity, wind, water forecast, and enjoy is a class. We are going to perform a class whether it is yes or a no class based on these attributes and their attribute values. Now sky, sunny, warm. These sky, temperature, humidity, wind and the forecast are the attributes where it is going to define a concept and it contains its own values. That is, sky contains sunny and rainy, and temperature contains warm and cold, humidity contains normal and high, wind is strong, water warm, forecast same and change. These are the attribute values. Now we need to generate a hypothesis so that that particular hypothesis can address all the positive instances or positive examples which is present in a data set. Now let us apply the finders algorithm so that we can easily understand how we are going to obtain the final hypothesis, that is maximally specific hypothesis, by applying the finders algorithm. Now let us look at, according to the finders algorithm, the first step is to initialize the hypothesis with the most specific hypothesis. Now let us look at H0. H0 is being indicated as a most specific hypothesis, and then how many attributes are present over here? There are 6 attributes are there. We need to add the 6, 5 value. The 6, 5 is indicating the most specific hypothesis. Now the next step is we need to generate a hypothesis that can address the positive training example of a given data set. So first step is we need to convert this most specific hypothesis to the maximally specific hypothesis. During this conversion, the next step is we should have a comparison. So comparison here is comparing the H0, that is the most specific hypothesis, with the present training example. When this H0 compare with the first training example, the first step is you have to look at whether it is a positive training example or negative training example. See, yes is indicating a positive training example. Now, if it is yes, then obviously we can consider or we can apply the finders algorithm. Now, in the finders algorithm, we just compare the first row attribute values with the hypothesis, more specific hypothesis. Now, there is no comparison. So, we are going to have a specific hypothesis. So, we have to change the specific hypothesis, more specific hypothesis is going to be replaced with the first row value. So, now the hypothesis is changing from more specific to maximally generate hypothesis. Maximally specific hypothesis, sorry, maximally specific hypothesis. So, H0 will be replaced by H1 is equal to, first one is sunny, warm, next normal, next is strong, next is warm, next is same. So now it is being considered it as a more specific hypothesis. But more specific is converting into a maximally specific hypothesis. Now let us have this hypothesis, new hypothesis generated. Now the next step is we need to compare the newly generated hypothesis with the next training example. The first step in finders algorithm is it check it out whether the next training example is positive or a negative. If it is a positive, then the hypothesis will be compared with this training example. Now let us, by comparing these two, it tries to find out once again the maximally specific hypothesis, that is H2. H2 is equal to, now compare H1 hypothesis with the second row data set where the training example is yes. Sunny, it remains the same. Sunny remains the same. Next here warm remains the same. Next high and normal. See, when you look at these two attribute values of attribute humidity, once it is normal and next it is high. So normal and high both are acceptable for the positive training example. So we should mention here, instead of high or normal, we should replace that value by the question mark. Okay, fine. Next strong. Okay, normal, high. Okay, fine. Next strong. It remains as it is. Warm remains as it is. Same remains as it is. Now we have generated this hypothesis. This is what the maximally specific, which is newly generated maximally specific hypothesis. Now let us look at now what happens. Now the next step here is H2. H2 must be compared with the next training example. So next, when it is wants to compare with the next training example, the next training example or a next instance must be of a positive. If it is positive, it is going to perform the comparison operation. But the third training example or instance is a negative instance. So the negative instance is not going to be addressed by finders algorithm. So it will directly switch on to the next positive training example. The fourth row we are indicating the positive training example. So when it is positive training example, the H2 hypothesis will be compared with the fourth positive example. This fourth row that is positive example. Now it starts to compare and generate a new hypothesis, that is maximally specific hypothesis, that is H3 is going to be generated. Now, so warm is sunny, yes, sunny will be retained as it is. Next warm will be retained as it is. And question mark, anyhow question mark is the acceptance of any value, so it remains as it is, the question mark. The next is strong. Of course strong will be retained as it is. Strong. Next cool and warm. See, you look at the difference. Here it is cold, but it is warm, but it comes under the positive training example. So both the values are acceptable by the positive training example. So it will be replaced by question mark. Next, same, change. Obviously, same is present in the positive training example and also in the negative training. Change is present in the positive training example. So both the values are acceptable. Then it will be replaced by question mark. So this is what the final hypothesis which we are generated by using the finders algorithm. Where when you compare this hypothesis with the positive training examples of a data set, it is applicable to all the training set. So when you compare, see, sunny is there, warm, question mark, this acceptable, strong, question mark, maximally specific hypothesis where it can classify unobserved training example in a proper manner, whether it is a positive training example, or if not, it classified as a negative training example. That's all about the finders algorithm. Now let us move on to this program.
Of this program here is, we are, while writing this, we need to import a few files which is been away from the uh, which is which is not part of this particular program, but we need to import that file. So the file which we required here is CSV file. The CSV file is a file which is called as a comma separated value. The data set which we are being generated is being stored in the form of CSV. Now we need to import that CSV file so that we are going to apply the finders algorithm on this CSV file. Let us look at the CSV file. In a previous lab introduction class, I have explained about how to create a CSV file. Now we have got this data set, where this data set is a data set concept is Aldo enjoys water sport, and attributes are sky, air temperature, humidity, wind, water, forecast, and the target concept is enjoy sport. And target concept which will be like a, either it must be a 1 or a 0. S is representing 1 or positive, no is representing a negative or 0. So there is a classification of the instances, or a training example is going to be done by the finders algorithm. This is the picture of a data set where we are going to be accessing this data set by writing a instruction import CSV. One point you have to remember, that the programming part and the CSV file must be present in the same folder. Now you need to access the or open this particular data file. So file, we just transferring the data CSV file by using open and transfer into a name, a folder name, a file name called a file. Next, this file name must be arranged in the form of a list, and then it is being represented in a name data, where it will be in the form of a list. So that is why this reader is used to read this particular file, and then after reading this file, convert it into the list form. Now find out the length of the data, because when you come across here, it starts from a 0 and -1 is indicated from the end. We are going to have a -1. Say sky, air temperature, humidity, wind, water, forecast is an attribute, whereas enjoy spot is a target. The first thing is, we are going to generate a hypothesis by considering the attribute, not considering this particular target concept. Target concept is to be taken only positive target concept. According to the finders algorithm, it can address only the positive examples, not the negative examples. So the positive instances are being considered, not the negative instances. So while considering this, we are considering only the attributes. So we need to take the attributes from sky to forecast, not the enjoy spot. Enjoy spot is a target concept. So for that reason, we first thing is, we need to find out the length of the attributes. To find the length of the attributes, the data of 0 to -1, which gives you the length of the attribute. So length of the attribute here is according to this table, 1 2 3 4 5 6. 6 is the attribute length. So now length, that is in a length variable, the 6 is going to be placed. Now the next thing is, in a finder's algorithm, the first step is to initialize the hypothesis. Initialize the hypothesis with the most specific hypothesis. The most specific hypothesis can be represented by a phi value. So the phi value where the collection of this phi is going to provide you a most specific hypothesis. That is the initial step of finder's algorithm. So for that reason, here the hypothesis H will be initialized with the phi. How many phi must be there? The phi must be matching with the total number of attributes present in a CSV file. So length is 6. So totally the 6 into 5, 6 phi's are being initialized in a first hypothesis. So that is a one thing. Now print that initial hypothesis. So the next step is to print that hypothesis. So first we are printing the most specific hypothesis. So the next part here is print data. Data, the complete CSV file is going to be printed. After printing that, the next step is we should have a comparison made between the most specific hypothesis and with the first training example. When it comes to the first training example, the first thing is the finder's algorithm. It checks for the target concept. So whether the training example belongs to a positive category or a negative category. So let us look at the first training example, or it is also called as an instance. When you look at the first instance is yes. Yes is positive. So this yes positive will be the attributes of this training example will be compared with the most specific hypothesis which has got generated at the very first step of finder's algorithm. Now when you compare the phi with the sunny warm, the first training example, we feel like the most specific hypothesis, now we are converting into a maximally specific hypothesis. So we feel that the maximally specific hypothesis will be retained as a, it will consider as a sunny, warm, normal, strong, warm, safe. That is the first training example itself becomes a hypothesis. So the first step it will be in the form of a hypothesis. Now the next step here is now it is that is what we are finding it out. First take the data of I ranging from length of data. So it's obviously it starts from a zeroth value. So first data we are taking and find out that is data of length is there. That length we find whether it is equal to yes or not. If it is equal to yes, then what happens, we if h of j is equal to 5, if it is a 5 value, then replace that all the 5 value with the data of ij, that is row first row first column, first row second column, first row third column, first row fourth column. So like this all the values are going to be replaced with the first training example. That's what is happening, first training example. After that once again the cycle repeats. Once again it checks for the next iteration. In the next iteration the hypothesis will be changing from phi that is more specific hypothesis to the first this hypothesis. Now, this newly generated hypothesis must be compared with the second training example. First step is the program is going to check whether the second training example enjoy spot is yes or no. that is positive or negative. If it is a positive, then what happens? The next step itself, it tries to compare the second training example with the previously generated hypothesis. Next, when you compare those two, sunny, sunny, warm, warm, here what happens? Normal and high. The normal and high is indicating the acceptance of any value in a positive training example. So, the humidity is going to be replaced by normal or I. Instead of normal or I, we can replace with a question mark. Strong, strong, warm, warm, same, same. So the new hypothesis will be generated now. And once again the iteration continues. Next step, next third training example, it checks whether it is yes or no. It is no. So, the finders algorithm is not going to address the negative example. It can address only the positive example. So, there is no comparison of the negative example with the hypothesis generated. The next step, it keeps on repeating until all the data set is going to be, all the training examples are completed. So next, the last one is the fourth row. It checks for whether the data target concept in a data set is yes or no. Yes, it is yes. Now the fourth training example will be compared with the previously generated hypothesis. Sunny, sunny, yes. Warm, already it has become question, warm, warm. It remains the same. High and normal, humidity has got changed to question mark because it accepts any value. So question mark will remains as it is. Strong will remains as it is. But now when you compare to this, the hypothesis which has got previously generated contains the warm. But here it is cool. Cool, even though it is cool, the target concept is yes. So in a positive example, positive training example, water can be a warm or a cool. So both the values are accepted for the positive training example. So it remains question mark. Next, change, same. So it will also, it can also be replaced by the question mark. That is how we are going to generate a maximally specific hypothesis for this training set. If you are generating maximally specific hypothesis, this hypothesis can address all the positive training example of the data set. Now this is for the process which will repeatedly occurring. So here if data I length is yes, it comes here, it checks whether the hypothesis which is generated is a phi. Yes, if it is generated as a phi, replace the phi value with the new attribute values of a data set. Next, once again it move back, it checks whether it is a positive training example. Yes, it is a phi. No, it is not a phi. New hypothesis got generated. Next step, it comes here whether the hypothesis value is mapping with the data value, data set value. So if it is not matching, then replace the question mark. This loop is repeated until you get a maximally specific hypothesis. So that is we are going to print. Now execution, when you execute this program, this is what the result you are going to get. See, this is the final hypothesis. Sunny, warm, question mark, strong, question mark, question mark. See, question mark is going to indicate acceptance of any value. So this final hypothesis can address the data set which is present, and it only addresses the positive training example but not the negative training example. This is how we are going to do the execution of this first program. Thank you.
Programming part using a Python.
Using a Python code. This is the code